It's not easy when you have to walk 90 miles. Only because some guy in Rome wants to count people so his minions can collect taxes. It's not easy to travel on foot many days going through rocky and uneven paths of hills and valleys, but it's much worse when you're with a woman. A woman who's pregnant. 9 months pregnant. It's winter now in Galilee. It's cold during the day, and it can be freezing in the nighttime. We must go to Bethlehem in Judea because this is where my ancestors come from. Mary, despite the weight of her belly, carries a light within her that seems to guide us forward. As we approach Bethlehem, the city appears crowded, bustling with those who've traveled far and wide. But amidst this sea of humanity, our concern is singular: finding shelter. Excuse me, do you have any room?
No space here.
We're full.
And then suddenly panic claws at my throat as Mary grips my hand.
Joseph, I think it's time.
She gasps, each word punctuated by the onset of labor. We need to keep looking, fast.
I'm sorry.
No vacancy.
Try elsewhere.
Elsewhere? The only elsewhere we find is a stable, straw for a bed, animals for roommates. As Mary's cries fill the humble space, our son is born into the world, his first bed a manger, surrounded by the curious eyes of animals and the soft glow of a lantern. He's our whole world. Mary's just given birth, and I'm trying to wrap my head around being a dad when out of nowhere, this bunch of guys with sticks barges in. They are wild-eyed and exalted. "Savior!" one shouts, voice cracking with emotion. "Born tonight, right here!" They gesture wildly, pointing to the sky, then to our son, their movements a chaotic dance of joy and disbelief.
Angels in the sky!
Another adds, breathless, his eyes sparkling with a story that seems too big for his chest. I look at Mary. She's as startled as I am. As the moments pass, their initial frenzy subsides into a quieter, more reflective awe. Eventually, one by one, they begin to withdraw, their departure as spontaneous as their arrival. They nod to Mary and me with murmurs of blessed and thank you. They leave glorifying and praising God. I'm standing there, trying to piece together their story, wondering if the night could get any stranger. But that's when the new guests show up. They're dressed in these get-ups that are hard to describe without cracking a smile, like they raided a costume shop on their way over. One's got a hat so big it looks like it could catch rainwater, and another's wearing so many colors. I'm not sure if he's trying to blend in with a rainbow. "Who are you?" I manage to ask, more out of reflex than anything.
We followed the star.
One of them says, pointing upwards, as if I'm supposed to know what that means. A star? At this point, I'm convinced we've stumbled into some kind of strange dream. But there they are, in the flesh, rummaging through their bags and pulling out gifts that are just as odd as their outfits: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. "Sorry, what's this for?" I ask, because really, what does a newborn do with that kind of haul? They start talking about prophecies and kings and how my son is meant for great things. I'm standing there, holding a dirty rag as a diaper, trying to connect the dots between my baby boy and these extravagant gifts and wild claims. Our guest's appearance is abrupt, their demeanor serious despite looking like they dressed in the dark, and their message is as puzzling as their fashion sense.
This is the newborn king of the Jews. We saw his star at its rising and have come to do him homage.
After they leave, I sit down next to Mary, who's got this "did that just happen?" look on her face. I hug her and whisper, "I love you and our son so much. So many strange things have happened tonight. But I guess our incredible journey has just begun."